Okay, so this is a pick a card reading. So this one is what is your current financial situation and will it improve? So I'm using lanyards as markers this time around, just because I can't seem to pick things up properly with my left hand at the moment. So I've got here for the Kirby one is group 1, Lego Dimensions is group 2, Madman is group 3, and Final Fantasy is group 4. So just go ahead, focus on whatever pile calls out to you, and then click on the timestamp below. Sweet. Okay, so this is group 1, so this is the little Kirby group, so this is your current financial situation and will it improve? So, we are starting down here. So at the moment you have Queen of Coins, so currently financially is that you're feeling alright, you've got enough of everything that you currently need to survive on, so it is a good thing. The only issue is that you feel like people have been, not saying taking things from you, but more like you're just feeling like you're losing money somewhere along the way, and it's causing you to kind of like crash and burn, so you can't go out and you can't splurge on the things that you would like to, so there's no treating yourself at the moment. It's just a really tough time, is that you're not getting enough, but you've got enough to survive essentially week to week, month to month at the moment. So you're losing money somewhere, or you're just not getting enough hours at work, or something like that. You're not making enough money on commissions or whatever it is that you do to get your money at the moment. Is currently is only just covering what you need, nothing else. You can probably pay for your rent or your mortgage and get your food, and then that is it. You can't buy clothes that you need at the moment, or shoes, or feed your pets. Essentially, it's that really tight. So it's literally, it does feel like you are crashing financially right now, but it is going to get a little bit better. So it is going to improve, because you've got your Queen of Wands there, so that is that you've got that determination. It's like getting that little extra help from that mate just to get you through. So it could be family members, mates, or maybe later on down the line you might get a commission for something, or just like a bonus, but it's not happening right away, but it is happening. So here, this is like your mental capability is just learning to control your impulses. So when you get this extra money that is coming in, you have to control yourself and not go out and spend it on, say, like shoes or clothes or whatever. Just get what you need and set that extra part aside, because if you really don't do that, you're going to lose yourself, essentially. So, oh, sorry, I'm shaking. But that's what the maze is. When you get that extra money, and even if you like really, really need a new pair of shoes, or you really, really need a new jersey, or just something that is a necessity, but it's not essentially, just look like a pauper for a while, because you need to set that money aside. But yeah, because otherwise, oops, sorry, you've got that sacrifice card coming up, so you've got to sacrifice whatever you need to go and get, in order to just scrimp and save at the moment to get yourself on top in the future. So financially, yeah, you need to record everything that you're getting in, and everything that you're putting aside, and how much you spend a week on food, how much you spend a week on rent or mortgage. You need to keep a set record. And this is the card that is also reminding you, don't go out and splurge, don't indulge in things right now, you can't afford to. So financially at the moment, you guys have got enough just to get by. It is going to improve, but you just have to save to start for that improving. So over here, lost magic, atonement, and rebalance. So essentially it's rebalancing your finances, and you're going to be losing some money, like not what you already have, but just losing that extra money that you kind of need while you're saving. So financially, I'm not saying you guys are screwed, but at the moment it's very, very, very tight. So let's pan back through to there. Okay, and there we go. And this is group 2 of your current financial situation and whether it will improve. So this is the Lego Dimensions lanyard. So basically back at the beginning you've got the Weeper, and then you've got your 9 of Wands. So financially at the moment you've got choices and stuff to make, and I'm not saying that you're going into a battle per se, but you've just got to get your finances ready. So you guys are definitely not saying you're rich or you're loaded, but you've got enough to get by and then get all your little necessities and stuff for your week or your month or however often that you get paid. So basically it's more about choices on how you're sorting your money out, and that something's coming up that you're going to have to battle to like keep your money in check at the moment. So that's what this is here. So you've got your financial battle and stuff coming up. So not saying it's like tax agents or anything coming after you or anything like that. It's just more like battling for what you're needed. So you may be due for like a pay rise or something at work, or you feel like you need that pay rise. It's just trying to get that extra bit in from the boss so you can set it aside and save, because you've got your little authoritarian type figure there. So she's quite justice orientated, and she is reliable. It's just at the moment you guys are just like having this little battle with your hierarchy at your work or however you get paid, just to get that extra in that you need, sort of thing. So over here you've got that balance. So this is your financial balance card. So it's more issues of just trying to keep everything in check, making the right choices on what you should spend and how much you should spend. So that is that. Because if you spend too much, you are going to get a little bit stung. And it's that feeling of like drowning on, I need to buy this, I need to buy that, I need this for whatever, or dishwasher needs to be repaired or something like that. Or like spending money where you don't really want to spend it. So essentially that is what is coming up for you. So you feel like you're watching your finances kind of float away. You're trying to save, but things keep coming up and they're just drifting away, and so you need to go out and you need to buy this and you need to buy that. You just have to be really careful on what you are going out and buying and stuff like that. So they're like, I want to say it's silent expenses. So it's not things that you want. Essentially it's just things that you need, that you are spending your extra cash and money and all that sort of stuff on. So financially you're set. You just need that little bit of extra, that if you can get that from your boss or whoever, financial assistance, something like that, just to get you out on top, just for a little bit. Because financially at the moment you're struggling, but you're not hard up. I mean, you've got enough, sort of thing. And over here, it is causing a bit of like emotional turmoil right now, sort of thing. So like you might need that sweater for winter, or shirt for summer, I don't know, depending on whatever season that you're in. You feel like you need to update like your wardrobe or something like that, and that little bit of extra money to feed your pets or your kids. And it's sort of like this dream state of like the money is coming in and then it's going out, and you're not being able to set enough aside for your emergencies and stuff like that, which is what you kind of need to do at the moment. Is you need to set money aside for emergencies, those just in case scenarios of like needed spare tire for the car, that sort of situation. You don't have enough currently for that, and you need to start setting money aside for things like that. Because over here, deep dark sea mermaid, find solutions in unknown places in the darkness. So that could be going to a mate just to give you the extra 20 bucks to throw in your bank account, do a commission on the side, or hit up some financial assistance from the government just to so you can pocket that emergency money for when it comes through. But yeah, this is group 2, your current financial situation and if it will improve. Just basically saying you need to ask for help. And this is group 3 of your current financial situation and if it will improve. Right, so we're starting off with the Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Dark Lord. So financially, you guys are pretty much sorted. You have got, not saying more than enough, but you've got definitely enough there sitting, and it's just, I don't want to say it's burning away, but that's what you kind of feel like if you don't spend it, it's burning, it's being wasted. So don't worry, just set it aside, save, essentially. So you've got good fortune right now. Really, really good fortune. And it is going to get better. But you have to reel yourself in from spending frivolously. So set aside however much you want to spend on, trinkets or whatever, a week or a month. Just set that aside. Treat yourself maybe once a week. Throw the rest into the bank account and save. Because right now you guys are financially, you're secure, you're sorted, you're good enough to help some people out if you need to. Not saying that you should, it doesn't come up in the cards. But you are feeling kind of like chained by your finances, like financially you have to be on top of everything. But you've got a lot of it coming in. I'm not saying millionaire a lot, but 100, 200 extra more than the person next to you perhaps. And you've got a nice little saving thing going on. So you've got a nice little nest egg for if you need to move house or that sort of stuff. You need a bond for rent or whatever. But you guys are financially sorted. So you're all good. If it's going to improve, yep, essentially it is going to improve. If you keep on this sort of record and this track, then financially you will be just looking out over the world, improving and sorting out for that new beginning. So obviously you are saving up for either a trip, a nest egg, moving, in your car, something along those lines. You are saving up for something and you've got a nice little pocket amount right there because something is coming that you need this money for. Because right next to it, over here, we've got the change card. So the Ace of Swords and the change right next to it is you've got a big new beginning coming up. So the fact that they're right next to each other is that you need this money and you've got a nice little amount set aside, but do keep building on top of it. Because at the moment, you never know when that things might just freeze essentially. So you feel like financially you're frozen at this certain amount and you kind of need more, but you guys are sorted. It's just your own sort of mentality of saving right now. Is that you'll see something online and you'll be like, oh, that's shiny, that's awesome, I want that. No, don't. Just resist, keep saving, because if you go and spend that, I don't know, 50 bucks on that pop vinyl that you really, really want because it's limited edition, it's not going to help you in the long run when you have to move house and you've got that extra thing that you have to pack. Because at the moment, you're not saying you're spiraling out of control, but you could essentially, now that you've got this X amount of money just sitting there, like, oh, I could go to that convention, or I could go, buy that cosplay, or, buy that nice dress that you want, or a new pair of shoes, or, that sort of stuff. Don't control your spending before it spirals out of control, because otherwise you're going to reverse your situation. So financially, you guys are secure right now, but if you don't keep on top of it, then you are going to reverse that situation and not have enough for that move or that emergency that you've been saving up for. So that car, that house, the moving cities or states or whatever. So do keep on top of your finances. Don't spiral out of control with your spending, and you guys will be sorted and you will be all sweet. And over here, you belong. So I love this card. It's one of my favorites because the wolves are just absolutely adorable. But yeah, you belong. Your finances are sorted. Just got to keep on top, and you will find the place that you are supposed to be. So this change that is coming, this new beginning, this new place, it is good. So yeah. So this is group 3, your current financial situation and will it improve? So that is the Madman Lanyard. And this is group 4 of your current financial situation and will it improve? So yes, you guys are starting out on Page of Cups. So yes, at the moment, you guys are sharing your finances. So it could be with like a partner or a mate. Like you guys are doing a joint saving at the moment. So you don't have your own money set aside for savings or anything like that. But you do have enough to get by, pay your rent, pay for your petrol, transport, that sort of thing, feed your pets. So financially, you guys are just like at a baseline right now. And then you've got a mate or your partner and you've got a joint bank account that you guys are throwing things into together. It's like a nest egg for you guys to be growing. So like if you want to get a house or you want to start a family or get another dog, that sort of thing. So it's a joint situation. So they're like same thing with a mate. Could be like, you're like, oh, let's, get a place, move out from home, that sort of thing, and moving in with a friend, that sort of thing. So you've got that joint bank account or that flat account, or I don't know what they call it in America, but the household account for those sort of expenses, things like bread, milk, blah blah blah. So you guys have that financial sort of nest egg for a group, but you don't have one singly, and I think you kind of need to change that. You've got the choice there, so you need to sort of like break free and sort out your own, because over here, the fact that you've got that Two of Cups, the Empress and the Lovers together, it's all showing that you've got decisions, and this card here and this card here. So Two of Cups and the Lovers are your decisions cards, and the Empress is like that little nest egg. So what you really need to do is you need to set yourself up and sort out your own finances. So you've got enough in that little group or partner bank account, but you don't have enough in your own for your own personal emergencies. Because if you keep taking from that group, like savings or your joint bank account, then it is going to come back and it is going to sort of like bite you in the butt. So you need to set some stuff aside for your emergencies, like flat tire, or you need a new like piece of whatever for your washing machine or something like that, some sort of emergency repairs, or emergency food, that sort of thing. Just you need to start setting money aside for yourself. Like at the moment you guys are financially, you're good as a group. By yourself you're not so good. So over here we've got the Emperor. So this is you trying to set yourself up, get your nest egg sorted, and you find like maybe even if you just half of what you normally put into the group account, put the other half into your own personal savings, you should be like sorted and the money will grow quite fast. You just have to let the other half know this is what you're gonna do for now, just so you can sort yourself out for the emergencies. It is gonna cause a little bit of emotional turmoil in the relationships that you have, because they're like, oh, there's not enough money in there for this and we need this, da 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 da. But it's like, I need to have stuff set aside for me. You are the half. They've got enough in their own personal bank account, so financially they're sorted. You've just got to sort yourself out. But if you do that little half financial sort of situation, half in the group, half for you, then you should be fine. It will grow fast. It is going to cause a little bit of trouble emotionally, but it's just that gravity of the situation is that you need to be saving more. But once it's there, the money is definitely, I'm not going to say it's going to magically appear, but it's happening fast, and then it's going to feel like it's just appeared there, that savings, and then you can go back to what you're doing. So set yourself like a baseline goal of how much you want to set aside for emergencies. I don't know, $200-300. I don't know how much it is for a spare tire or a piece of a washing machine, that sort of emergency, or taking a pet to the vet, that sort of thing. I think that's like roughly around about $200 for me to take my bunny to the vet. So set a baseline of how much you want to have set aside and saved, and then it's going to happen quite quickly. Over here, Artemis of the Forest, now you are independent and free. So if you do this, then you're going to have that money set aside for those emergencies, and it's going to give you a sense of a bit more independence instead of having to rely on that group joint bank account and things like that. So yeah, this is your current financial situation, and will it improve? If you save, then definitely, for sure. There you go.